Stuck in Vermont, can't get out. You wanna be a big star, baby.
Welcome to Stuck in Vermont, brought to you by 7 Days and sponsored by Hotel Vermont and New England Federal Credit Union. My name's Ava Sahlberger. We are here in Shelburne at the Shelburne Vineyard.
This weekend is a whole lot of everything. I'm getting married, I'm releasing a wine, I'm getting married.
And tonight, Myra Flynn is celebrating. She's releasing her wine, Flynn, that was named after her, and she made it with Shelburne Vineyard. She's also celebrating her upcoming nuptials to Phil Wills, another Vermonter. Tomorrow they're getting married. Tonight they're celebrating with their friends and family.
Tomorrow? The best thing in my entire life is happening tomorrow. I'm getting married. I'm marrying Myra Flynn.
Aww.
The celebration, this is like a public reception because our wedding is going to be just family.
So Myra Flynn was raised in a small town in Vermont. She lives in LA now, but she still tours in Vermont half of the year and considers herself bi-coastal. That's why she wanted to come back and celebrate her wedding with everybody she loves here in her home state.
And she's just an amazing person, a dear friend.
She's just one of my favorite people ever.
And she has a really good heart.
She adopted us into her musical family, so.
She makes everyone feel like they're family.
You can't deny, yeah. You can't start a riot, yeah. So if you can believe it, I'm small but I'm feisty. Maybe you can achieve it.
Every day I still feel like a little girl in my bedroom writing really bad songs. I grew up in middle of nowhere, West Brookfield, Vermont. I'm just a music geek. People are always like, you grew up in Vermont, did you do all these cool outdoorsy things? And I'm like, no, I was kind of hunkered down in my bedroom and I was a real lanky kid with buck teeth and a huge afro and a piano. And I think a lot of artists are weirdos. I use it as a great term because with or without fans, I'd still be doing it. It's just something that's in me. So, I mean, my mom's a dean of Norwich University. So imagine going to your mom, black female, 5'2" dean of a military college and be like, I'm gonna be a musician. I approached Colin McCaffrey and he made my first album, Crooked Measures, which I still can't top. Ashton Kutcher used a couple songs off of it, and I tour and I play with some of my favorite people and I exercise new songs, and then when I'm in LA I do more recording and writing commercial work. And the way and the pace in which I hustled I think always came across a little pushy here, and I am pushy. I'm very pushy, and that's how I get things done. I stand up for musicians a lot. I'm a blue collar worker. There's nothing glamorous about it. My 2 front teeth are completely chipped from microphones. Like, I'm sick right now and always. I'm always driving and I'm always flying and there's always strangers and it's very lonely and it's very hard. It's still something that I love to do, but I do like to dispel the myth that we're all having this like super glamorous, like unapproachable time. I mean, for the last 5 years, things have been stable, good.
I'm here playing with musicians I've played with for over a decade. And this might be for you, but this is for me tonight too.
She writes from her heart the same way she lives.
She's got a style all her own.
She's personally my favorite female musician, period.
Her songs are very intimate and they're kind of universal.
She speaks to my heart. She touches my soul. Her lyrics speak to my intellect.
I just fell in love with the voice and the sound.
She's the hardest working person I've ever met.
So Myra and her dad were at Birdfolk Collective making jewelry, which is yet another talent of Myra's. It just goes on and on and on.
And then my folks are here, so I come back 3 times a year. But that's why I keep coming back to Vermont. The things that mean the most to me are here.
I've been signing bottles, which has been really cool. I've never signed anything but CDs, so I'm feeling so rock starish about this wine. Please enjoy Flynn, and please enjoy the music, and thanks for celebrating our love.
Shelburne Vineyard is a little retirement project that got out of control. We started when we discovered that there were actually grapes that could survive our temperatures.
I just saw this great relationship between people who were drinking wine and people who were coming to my shows. So I started a Vermont vineyard and winery tour.
Flynn wine, it's from the Marquette grape. What I really love about this wine though is that it has a different flavor for everybody.
Don't miss out on this.
This is a full-bodied wine. It is very smooth, very much like Myra.
I'm getting married tomorrow. Coincidentally to somebody who lived in Vermont and went to high school in Vermont, who I never met in Vermont. So all of you hid him from me clearly.
I'm Phil, and I'm originally from California, but I grew up in Essex and then moved out to LA. I'm on the road a lot, she's on the road a lot. We understand each other's schedule.
We get it, yeah.
And we make it work.
His own family's been like, you haven't been back to Vermont this
It's
often
true.
in years.
I kissed you so hard that you felt it.
I think this fourth album is gonna be just candy. It's awesome. I've been writing sugary, awesome pop and studying the formula of it. I've been writing it for other people for so long and never for myself. And if I did do it for myself, am I too sexy? Will people not take me seriously? Because I'm an extrovert who also dresses like one. I just refuse to be smaller than I am. This is my body. I grew it. Does it make you question my ability to write a tune after 3 albums out of really cathartic, heartfelt storytelling?
Just settle in and settle down in my bones. Oh, and I will show you the best love that you ever known.
I want to advise a lot of musicians out there, if you can, get off the road a couple months, find love, be happy, all these things I wish somebody had told me. You know, I think actually Anais Mitchell is my ideal woman to look up to. She's got her husband and her baby, and they're on the road for these very specific, thoughtful things. I want to have a baby someday and take the love in my life to a newer and higher level as well.
I bet your love can make it better.
Cheers to love and laughter.
A loving kindness to each other.
Myra, thank you for reminding me about love.
To Myra and Phil.
To Myra and Phil.
So call me crazy, call me sadness, call me still believe in love.
Congratulations, Myra and Phil, and we will get stuck in Vermont with you again real soon. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Sign up for our weekly email alert. I'm gonna go in there and have some Flynn wine now. I think I have to have a couple of glasses to make sure that I like it. Yeah.
And I say if the Real Housewives can do it, then I can do it, because they all have wine, so what the hell?
I think you really made it when they name a wine after you. Myra, you made it. Cheers.
Which is why it's so cool to be unstuck in Vermont, because I can say stuff like that out loud.